This is a very, very relationship based business. That goes for the investors as well. You should not jump right in because you see this huge potential in a property. You should get to know the people who are running these projects. You should get to know these operators. And even if that means you have to pass by that amazing deal, if those people are great operators, they'll come back with another deal. It's really about establishing that relationship first before you jump in and start investing in the opportunity.
Yeah, I couldn't agree or kind of echo or mirror those points more myself. You talk about that there's always another deal, and that is the thing, even if these things looks too good to be true, actually is true, and you miss out on it, there's another one tomorrow and tomorrow and the next tomorrow. So listen, one of the things we were kind of preparing to talk about before this was your thoughts and strategies on identifying the perfect opportunity and maximising returns. I thought, when I saw that, I thought it was something I'm going to be very interested to hear about, because one of the problems nowadays is there's just too many opportunities, or rather the amount of opportunities out there are a blessing and a curse. And for somebody with fast fingers to be too trigger happy, to be too greedy, it is a curse that there are so many opportunities out there. So how do you go about identifying the best ones? Or I say how would one go about identifying the best opportunities for them in such an overcrowded market?
Yeah. So I would say, like you said, fast fingers, don't be so quick to commit to an opportunity. I'll say this goes back to the old saying, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So if you get into this space, whatever your interest is, let's just say it's real estate, for instance. If you get into real estate and you see all of the opportunities that you're coming across are all giving 10, 12, 15% IRR, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, you get this one that's 30% IRR, right? There might be something wrong with the operator on that particular deal. So I mentioned this earlier. This is a very, very relationship-based business. So that goes for the investors as well. You should not jump right in because you see this huge potential in a property. You should get to know the people who are running these projects. You should get to know these operators. And even if that means you have to pass by that amazing deal, if those people are great operators, they'll come back with another deal. So it's really about establishing that relationship first before you jump in and start investing in the opportunity. And again, there's all kinds of platforms, there's all kinds of crowdfunding type opportunities that anyone can just post their particular project on, and nothing about those people running that particular deal, right? So this goes back to my philosophy on stocks as well. I don't particularly agree. I don't invest in the stock market because I don't know any of the people running any of these companies. I don't know any of the decisions that they're making. I don't know the type of people that they are. I basically apply that exact same type of philosophy to any of the opportunities that might be presented to us as well. Do I know those people? Do I have a network who might know those people, who have worked with those people before? I'd rather know who the team is behind the opportunity much more than understanding whatever they're putting down on paper as being the returns that you can realize on that particular opportunity. So very much so, again, relationship based. I go back to that time and time again. Just build a relationship with the people first, get to know the people, and then make your decision whether or not you want to invest in them or not.
I couldn't agree or kind of echo or mirror those points more myself. I think, you talk about that there's always another deal, and that is the thing, even if these things looks too good to be true, actually is true, and you miss out on it, there's another one tomorrow and tomorrow and the next tomorrow. And again, like you said about backing the people, when I look at every abject financial failure I've had over the years, every one of them could have been avoided if I hadn't backed the wrong person. I know that might sound oversimplistic to say, but some of the people that I kind of went into business with, they took what could have almost been a sure thing and absolutely fucked it up. And every time that happened, that was really down to my trigger happy finger, and not doing enough due diligence on that person, or not, not spending enough time to get to know them, to build a relationship, and to really marry that marry that with the opportunity. And it's always, even now, 25 years plus in doing this, I still make mistakes. I'll have a good period and then I'll fall off a cliff again. And every time I fall off that cliff and look back, it's always normally to do with speed and greed.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, couldn't agree more. And it's, again, once you start to get to know the people, and this is again the part that not very many operators of any type of company, that's not necessarily where they focus, right? It's all about, look at my shiny OM or my shiny sales pitch, right? Look at this, look at this, look at this. It's, it doesn't come back to them, and that's really where you should be focusing. Actually, I ran across another investor who had an interesting way that he looks at the people. He wants to know what trials and tribulations, what are the hardships that you've gone through in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to even mean, in real estate, again, if that's what you're pitching, but what was your response when times got tough? Because times will always get tough. That will always come back again. And he wants to know how you handled that situation. Did you, stick your head in the sand and run the other direction, or did you work your way through it and figure out whatever the issue was? So that's a great way to be able, that's a great litmus test to be able to understand what people's personalities are like and what they, again, how they react to the negative points of life, because again, it's going to come up time and time again. So
absolutely.